Good news, everybody! It's Wiggles back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the newest gun added to Call of Duty Mobile, and of course that being the Jak-12. Those who have played Warzone know what this gun definitely used to be able to do, and honestly it kind of resembles a little bit of that from the Warzone, but has been reworked for Call of Duty Mobile, so it's not as overpowered. This gun is definitely a lot of fun, guys. I have really enjoyed playing with this thing. It actually only took me about 2.5 hours to camo grind it out. It does have a little bit of a learning curve because unlike most shotguns that have kind of a little bit longer one-tap ability, this gun does have a much closer, you have to be a lot closer to someone to one-tap them, even with an ADS or the hip fire shot. Now it does have a couple very unique features, and in the fact that it has to do with the type of mags it has. One, of course, being the explosive mag, which means it kind of detonates upon impact, whether it be the ground or to the body. I have not really noticed it doing any damage if you shoot the ground. I think it only does the damage if you actually hit the enemy. Then it has a slug mag, and then of course the regular buckshot mag. We're gonna jump into the firing range, and I'm gonna show you the type of damages this thing can do. So here we are in the firing range, and the first loadout I'm going to show you is going to be with the buckshot rounds. Now before we get into the damage, if you guys enjoy this content, please drop a like and subscribe. Help me on that goal to 250 plus subscribers. The first thing you are going to notice is that now I am running the marksman barrel with the Marauder suppressor. So as you can tell, like it does have a bit of a pretty big spray for it being a shotgun, and I will say that's probably to actually keep this thing a little bit more balanced. I mean, this thing is a two-shot. It does have only vertical recoil, which is actually pretty nice, and so it is super controllable. Now it will maintain that two-tap ability, you know, obviously unless you're just sitting there just laying down fire, to about 10 to 15 meters, and then once you hit about 20, it's really going to have a big drop off. So you will get a lot of drop off with this when it comes to the buckshot mag. Now we're going to swap it over to the explosive mag. Now this is where the thing gets a little interesting. Now the base mag for this gun is eight rounds, whether you're using the slug or the explosive. Now the explosive does do 25, so it stays at that constant 4-tap when you're doing this. Now if you shoot someone in the head, it does do 55, and we're going to back it out. Still does 25. I said back out. And it does have the drop off. Now I'll be honest with you, the explosive mag, I thought it was going to be a lot more broken. If anything, I will not be surprised if they do buff this thing quite a bit with the explosive mag, because as of right now, I mean, if you're going to use this gun, you might as well just use the slug rounds. You get a much better bang for your buck when you are using this. Now the slug mag is actually the slug rounds is definitely where it is at. The slug rounds are definitely where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, especially if you're someone that is able to hit your targets and be a lot more accurate. Now this thing does do 77 to the chest and 169 to the head, meaning this is a one-tap shot to the head. And as you can tell, its drop off with the slug rounds does not have a big drop off, meaning you can two-tap somebody to the chest all the way actually past 40 meters, especially if you're able to hit the headshot or hit your shots in general. There it is. So as you can tell, 143. So it is with the slug round, slug mag, you are able to one tap somebody no matter how far away they are in multiplayer. Now the hip fire actually too on the slug rounds is the part that surprises me the most, is the fact that you can actually get quite a good bang for your buck. Now Hawksnest actually had a video showing that out of 10 shots he was able to get 6 out of 10, and as you can tell, like, it does not have a lot of spread for it being the slugs, which makes it super powerful. Now that is just to kind of show you what this thing can do when you kind of build it out. Like I said, that it does have quite a bit of a damage drop off for the slug mag, the slug rounds. Now this is the loadout that I'm running: the choke, the marksman, the rubberized to help with the vertical, and the Ranger foregrip, just because it does add a little bit better to the ABS, especially with it being only a single pellet, or I mean, it's, you know, a single bullet actually for it being a slug. Now, for the explosive mag, again, like I said, like I'll show you, it's literally the same thing. It's just a different mag type. Now, the version of the loadout that I run the most is going to be this one. Now, it is a lot slower than any of the other loadouts, just because I do want to have that extra damage range capability. As you can tell, this has 55% damage range buff because of the suppressor and the marksman barrel, which definitely is going to help you out quite a bit, especially if you're grinding out those long shots. The slug rounds are going to be your best friends, as we saw in the firing range. Now, I actually did post this on Reddit, and there was somebody that asked if you can kind of make this thing out to be a little bit more aggressive. And now, so far, because this thing has such a steep drop off with the damage, you are going to want to sacrifice some of your ADS time or movement speed to add a little bit of extra damage range, that way you're able to kind of still engage in a little further gunfights. Obviously, when you're using the buckshot rounds, or just the regular mags, you're not going to want to engage anybody really past 20 meters. You are going to lose. Not every time, but it is still going to be harder to win your gunfights if they're not as up close. As you can tell, now this one is much more built for mobility and ADS time, which is still a lot of fun. You guys are gonna have a great time. We're actually gonna, and now if you haven't tried it out in BR yet, because obviously with the battle pass having just been dropped, depending on when this video gets posted, it is a ton of fun, and honestly, for BR, it is quite busted. Guys, we're gonna jump. I know this was a kind of a longer breakdown than most videos that I do, but we're gonna jump into some gameplay, and I'm gonna show you what this thing can do in some multiplayer, and actually probably do a little BR too.
Fun game.
Of course it is.
And you got, dude, this build thing.
Enemy in sight.
Hardpoint locked down. Taking the lead.
Trying to engage a little too far.
Targets in sight.
No.
Enemy down.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Shadow. Yes, hey.
For deployment. Hardpoint is ours.
Enemy contact. Need backup.
Dude.
Yep. Like.
Predator missile awaiting orders.
They got more people starting to come in. Nice.
Dude, no, come out.
Online.
Dude. HBR thing.
Chopper cutter is ready to deploy.
Enemy contact.
Oh my god.
Oh god,
Oh
the
no!
game already?
Oh no!
Yeah,
Dang
it
it.
already started.
That's what I get for being
Oh
so
my
conservative.
God.
Headshot.
Man, I have, man.
Oh my god.
I had,
I ADS.
Ah.
Dude.
Enemy UAV spotted.
this gun is sick.
I know. Oh
This
my
man has a
God.
CBR and I just dropped him with 2 bullets. This dude. Oh my god.
HBR is nuts.
Oh no. No. You ain't jumping me, buddy.
HBR is insane. What is going on here?
UAV online.
How's that AA-12 looking, buddy?
Enemy
Oh,
contact.
Great.
oh,
Enemy in sight.
I'm trying to find out what this dude is camping. Found him.
Targets in sight.
But someone else go on. Thank you.
Enemy in sight.
That was not happening.
Here, I
You were
got him.
not going to take me
Oh
out
my
like that.
God.
Enemy in sight.
Shadow.
Tango
Shadow.
down.
I got too many bullets.
HBR against the M13.
Enemy in sight.
Oh, is he
Did
behind?
the HBR win? I swear to God, if it won,
Yup. Yup.
Enemy contact.
it's over.
Dude, how is this gun so good? Oh my god. Oh,
It's about
Feels
time
so
it's good
good. You
again.
Found my M13 destroyer now. I'm happy.
Hardpoint is ours.
I get M13. HBR.
no, not the SKS.
Enemy
Not the
in sight.
SKS. No.
I don't know about you,
Oh
but I
my
just beat the
God.
SKS.
Oh my god. Bro, what is this gun? They literally rebuffed it.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
This is like
Oh my god.
Season
I'm actually happy they rebuffed.
Hardpoint locked down.
Tango down.
back when the HBR was a pay to
Enemy in
win.
sight.
It was absolute meta.
Well, I
That
mean,
was
taking this dude.
absolutely- Dude,
I
what
ran
are
out
you
of bullets.
doing?
Targets in sight.
Oh my god, the BK.
oh, he came around from the
Forgot
right.
about the BK.
By the way, is the BK good? I kind of went
All right,
off with it
we are
last.
gonna fast forward to some BR.
Let's go act.
So we're actually gonna do. So that was just some general gameplay of multiplayer with you. As you can tell, even at ranges, this thing can still drop people super fast, which is a lot of fun. I'm actually gonna do a follow-up video with this in BR just to really show it to you in BR and just really how much fun it is. I realize because this video is gonna get super long, guys. I hope you guys really enjoy this and enjoy the loadouts. I can't wait till you get your hands on the Jack 12. You're gonna have such a great time. Until next time, remember: shoot first, shoot last, win those gunfights, and have fun. Latest.